main stories. 1 million coronavirus deaths and counting.
Go cut the grass, take me something and give me money.
Good morning. It's day 2 of our camping trip here. Day 1 was just a bunch of driving, getting camp set up. Nobody really wants to watch all that. But we're out here in the woods. We got a new spot we haven't been into in a good while. Got one squirrel already this morning, as you can tell. A lot of leaves still on the trees. It's late October. Temperature hasn't fallen yet. Wish it was about 20 degrees cooler, but we'll deal with it. Had an interesting story. Last night after we got our camp set up, did a little afternoon, evening hunt right there by camp. And I went in a good ways where I was at 2 years ago. Yeah, I knew where a good spot was. Got a couple squirrels, and it was getting dark pretty quickly on me. So I decided to head out. And instead of going back the way I came, been a longer trip, I just cut across at a diagonal back towards camp. And they got some food plots cut in here from places. I came out to the food plot. I knew there was going to be a road, so I followed the road back to the main road, a logging road. As soon as I got out of that food plot, I started hearing noises behind me, off to my side a little bit. Now, by this time, it was already pretty dark out. I had my headlamp on. I didn't think anything about it. So I kept on walking, and I kept on hearing it. Now I kind of set my alarms off a little bit. So I just eased around, turned around, shot my light off into the woods behind me and off to the side. And I seen 2 pairs of eyes looking at me, about 25, 30 yards away. Not too far off the ground. I'm thinking it was coyotes, so I had 2 coyotes follow me out of the woods just about all the way to camp. Wasn't a very good experience. Wasn't afraid, but I was pretty concerned. Had my shotgun with me, so if anything happened, I would have had to take care of business. I really don't want to kill the coyotes, but they ain't gonna kill me. Anyways, let me get further in these woods and see if I can find some more squirrels. Did a little walking a bit further in the woods here. Come across this old slough. Come across these sloughs like this that are full of water. You gotta watch out for water moccasins, rattlesnakes, such like that. But come across something interesting here. Haven't gone and checked it out yet. I'll go here and see what this is. Looks like a birdhouse. Possibly an owl house. Yep. I ain't gonna get too close to it. Ain't no telling what might be in there. Be a good home for something. And this, I don't know what this is. Almost looks like a deer stand or something. Oh, I know what this is. It's a bat house. Pretty sure it's a bat house. All those slats in it. I think the bats get up in there and live. sleep at night. Go around here the other side, take a better look at it maybe. Probably wash up during the high water. This area floods a lot, intentionally and unintentionally. This is out here off the Mississippi River. It's a Delta swamp's what it is, but yeah, it is a bad house. Something you don't see every day. Definitely not in the middle of the woods. All right, hunting's about over for the morning. Made it across that slough there. Now we parked at an old campsite. It's used, but not very much used. It was pretty popular back in the 70s and 80s, from my understanding. Walking through the woods, come upon this. It's an old hiking trail, old nature trail. You can tell it's not very well used. Come across this. Got the old signs. Tree identification. Pretty interesting. I'm gonna head back to the truck here. See what my buddy's got. Heard a couple of shots out here throughout the morning. And we're the only ones out here, so pretty sure I'm not the only one got some squirrels. Catch you in a little bit. Breakfast of champions.
Alright, if you want to grab a plate, I got a couple ready.
Alright. We're in the afternoon hunt. Our second day. About an hour or so into it. We're over by this lake we went to a couple years ago. Water ain't so bad this time, but I'm still glad I got my muck boots. Being in this swampy area, the mosquitoes are really bad. Squirrels are pretty good though. Got 2 already. One thing about being in the swamp, the mosquitoes, really bad. So, if you ain't got one of these, old thermocell, highly suggest it. Now I'm just waiting. There was a hawk over that way, screeching out. Usually when you hear them hawks screeching out, squirrels lay down. They don't want to get eaten. So either you get 2 options. Move on to an area where the hawk's not at, or wait out the hawk. I see a couple squirrels just in front of me a little ways. They done bedded down for a second, that hawk. So I'm gonna wait them out here in just a minute. See if they come out. Well, it's about 6:30 in the evening. Should be at the truck already. There's a squirrel in that tree right there. Good sized squirrel. Caught my attention. Instead of him leading me back towards the truck, he led me deeper into the swamp. I don't know how you can tell, but it's getting pretty dark. I need to be heading back to the truck. Came in, walked southeast. The road's directly north behind me, so I could just walk north and hit the road, then walk back east towards the truck. But I'm gonna walk a little bit northwest here. I'm in this swampy area, real swampy area. Didn't want to be stuck out here at night, or be out here at night like this. Bad thing about this swamp bottom, One step could be solid, about 4 or 5 inches of water. Your next step could hit a tree hole, or sometimes this bottom is not very solid and you think about another 6 inches in. Hoot owls are out now, so squirrels ain't gonna be moving no more. So I'm not gonna be worried about making any noises. Now my purpose is to get out of here and kick on my headlamp. I didn't hear my buddy Wes fire a shot. So that means I got 3 squirrels more than he's got for the total hunt right now. Got 2 squirrels with 2 shots. I think I did pretty good. I ain't the biggest of squirrels, but they're squirrels. So let me get off this camera here. Got a little ways to go to get to the truck. Probably quarter to half mile maybe. Get out of here. Catch y'all a little bit.
What?
How many times did I shoot?
4? Bullshit.
How many times did I shoot?
5? 3.
Twice.
You got 2 squirrels?
Got 2 squirrels.
You did not.
Props to be proud.
Fucking A. It is fucking miserable when it's hot. I thought I was going to have a heat stroke this afternoon. No, you can't do that. I took my damn jacket off. I took my damn... Good. I got $2.
Gotta stay hydrated. Alright, it's about 9:30 in the morning. Me and Wes been in these woods since just about sun up. A little bit different area yesterday, not too far from camp. About 5 or 6 years ago, you just about limit out on your squirrels in here. Did really well a couple of years. But ever since then, we haven't been getting much in here. We always enjoy the area though, so we came back to it this morning. The area's changed. Talking to one of the guys in their camp we came across yesterday. Said last year, water got real deep in here with the floods. Main roads had about 6 to 10 foot of water, I believe that's what they said. Got a lot of deadfall, fallen branches and treetops that came down. It's kind of hard to navigate through here silently. Anyways, I missed a couple of the day. Got a little too anxious and trigger happy, I guess you'd say, and it is what it is. Well, just about done. Gonna start heading back to the truck. Seeing a little movement. Since there's a lot of leaves on the trees still. When they jump from tree to tree or limb to limb, you can see them limbs moving. Most definitely you can see the leaves moving. One caught my eye about 100 yards away, so I stalked up on them, waiting to get a clear shot. Next thing you know, I was looking at 3 of them all in the same area. Just up in the trees right there. So I picked out the biggest one, stalked him for a minute, dropped him, chased one of his buddies a little bit. He got away from me. It was kind of funny, so I went back and picked up the first one I shot. Maybe about 30 feet away from me, his buddy jumped out, went from tree to tree. That was the last tree he touched. Got 3 or 4 squirrels in my bag, so I've done better in this area than I have all hunt, so doing pretty good. It was getting a little warm. Probably gonna head back to the truck here. Had some fajitas and burritos last night for dinner. Had a little bit of adult beverages. Called it a night. Other buddy, he should be up this afternoon or probably by lunchtime. Josh. Then Wes's son, he's actually coming up. Father-in-law is gonna fly him in on his plane to the local airport. Pretty cool. So they'll be going to go ahead and get him around a little bit after lunchtime. I think I'm gonna head back to the truck. It's getting a little warm. Get some breakfast in me. Kick my shoes off. Get a drink in me. Catch you on a little bit. I had somebody comment on one of my Fire Friday videos. Why are you using that when there's fatwood everywhere? Everywhere there's fatwood. I'm in the swamp woods. You show me where there's fatwood at. And a pine tree in sight.
What's that little gray one?
That one right there.
Yeah.
That was the first one I killed. Alright. So it is the evening hunt. Day 3, I guess you'd say. Yeah, day 3. Buddy Wes hopped in his truck. Drove about 2 hours. Go meet his wife halfway back to the house. They're bringing his son up. So his son can come hunting on us with us Saturday. Enjoy the time with him out here in the woods. Teach him some stuff. Didn't do much filming at the camp. Some of the things that said that we say and do, they just need to stay down here in the woods. Not everybody needs to hear that, but it's good stuff. Be a little more PG rated once the little boy gets here. He's 9. Good kid, real good kid. Anyways, I'm hunting back here behind the camp. Haven't been back here in a couple of years, but I always enjoyed the area because it's pretty wide open. I already got 2 squirrels within an hour. Not doing too bad. Problem is, didn't bring my headlamp or my flashlight. Broke one of my major rules. Come prepared. Usually that headlamp is on my hat or inside of it. And for some reason, it didn't get put on tonight. So I am heading back to camp in a little bit of a hurry. Not doing too much hunting unless something jumps out in front of me. Because I do not want to be stuck in these woods. Funny thing is, we were sitting around camp. Our camp is 3 miles at the end of this road. And across the street from us is a horse trail, ATV trail. Do some hunting back in there. Guy comes up in a truck, 4-wheeler. He sees our car tag. He says, "Hey, y'all from so-and-so?" And we kind of look at each other. "Yes, sir." Funny thing is, he was born and raised in our hometown. Started talking this, that, and the other. Said his last name. I said, "You kin to so-and-so?" He said, "Yeah, that's my daughter." I said, "We all went to school with her." So, funny thing is, he's been coming up here since the late 70s, mid to late 70s. And actually has a camp, a permanent camp. They lease us out right down the road from us. So that's good to know. In case something happens, we got somebody there, because he said he's here from mid-October till sometime in January he finally leaves. Did a lot of bow hunting deer hunting, that sort of thing. And we were just talking to him because he's out here just about every day in the woods. You know, have you seen any deer, so on and so forth. And we asked him, haven't seen many hogs lately. He said, no. When the water got high the last couple of years, they got out in the levees, you know, the highest part they could get to because all the woods were flooded. Now back probably 5-6 years ago, you'd see, it wouldn't be nothing to see 10, 15, 20, even 30 of them out here in the woods, just packs of them. You could hear them coming from the woods. Very invasive species. They tore up a lot of stuff. Well, once they got in those levees, they went up in helicopters and started shooting them. Getting rid of them, eradicating them. So I haven't seen any this year. Haven't even seen any spots or fresh wallers. He said, you don't have to worry about hogs not much anymore in these woods. He said, now the thing is, the last 4 or 5 years, they've been getting a whole rattlesnakes. He shows a couple pictures from years prior where they're getting 6, 7, 8 foot rattlesnakes. They're big around as your arm is. And it's a good sized guy too. So now, you know, I've always been watching for water moccasins and cottonmouths in the woods. Now, gotta be even more careful because get bit by a rattlesnake, you're in some serious trouble. He said he knew a guy about an hour away from here, got bit by one, and luckily he made it to a hospital. After everything's said and done, the hospital wrote off a lot of the bill. And after his insurance paid for everything, he still had a bill for $86,000. They gave him 3 vials of anti-venom. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. But anyways, I made me a block. Come back out here to this deer field that they usually plant ryegrass and stuff where they cut it. You can kind of see it now. Looks like they haven't planted it or not going to plant it this year. Might cut this spring. The grass is a little bit high in here. I don't know if I'm going to walk through it. I'm going to go in here and take a look. See what it looks like. I'm getting pretty hot. It's about 70 something degrees outside. It's hot. Yep, I'm not going to walk through this. This tall grass is going to trip me up, and I'm not all about that right now. So I'm going to circumnavigate this bigger field. And it'll take me back to the road I came in on. I entered the woods. It was just south of this. That deer field right there. That deer field's maybe about a quarter to a half mile behind our camp, back off in the woods, old logging trail. But let me get around this field and get back to camp. Clean these squirrels up. Maybe I'll get some fun times around the campfire tonight with the youngin'. Tell some corny dad jokes. Have a good time. Might see a squirrel on the way back. Now I know where I'm at. I'm in good shape now. I could get out of here pretty quickly. Where I'm at now. Not too much concerned about it. Now I got my bearings straight. The thing is, that goes back to, you know, navigation. And going in places, what I like to do is box myself in. Say I'm going in the woods, and I know to my very far left is a road that runs parallel to where I'm going into. You know, following the same direction I'm going in the woods. Well, if I go in the woods and I get lost turning around, it's happened before. I've forgotten, you know, look at my compass and forgot which way I was going in and get turned around and backtrack and sidetracked. Well, I just walk. Well, if I got a box of containment around me, I know on my left is, let's say, a road. You know, in front of me, 2 miles through the woods, a road. To my right's a slough or bayou. And I'm coming in on the road behind me. Well, if I know I hit a road, I can follow that road and it's going to lead me to another road, so on. Or if I hit that slough, that's to my right. Well, I know if I run into that slough, I just take a right. And I'll follow that slough, that main road that I came in on. It's kind of what I did here. When I came in the woods, this field right there was to my left. Now it doesn't go all the way to the river, but you can see it from the river. And I knew if I hit the river, I'd take a right and walk till I seen that field. Once I saw that field, I knew how to get back to the main road, or the little logger road that's right here. I'm walking up on right now. But I always come prepared. Pretty dumbass move what I did. I'll admit it too. Leave my flashlight, my headlamp. I think I left it on the table because I changed the batteries out in it before I went back out here and didn't put it on my hat. That was pretty dumb. But now you can see I'm on here on this main road. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to camp, get these squirrels cleaned, and see what we can get into. Leaves a 3. Let it be.
Yep. And we're sitting right there underneath that giant, big, dead tree that's laid down back there.
Yep. Right behind it, yeah.
We literally were right under it.
Yeah. We probably tied off to it. It's probably the most unsafe thing we did and didn't realize it.
We probably what kept it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. We knew that we had a bunch of dead limbs above us. There just wasn't nothing we could do about it. Unless we went and got in the vehicles, but that seemed just as unsafe at that point.
My damn truck was rocking. We were sitting here camping White, and there was a tornado that came through a couple of years ago. And that tent with the food under it, we had a tarp over the top of it. It was tied down a lot better than that junk you see over there. See, that's not very good. But the one that I put up was really good. And it was over that blue tent. And we pulled the tent way down close to the ground. And we had to hold on to the roof so it wouldn't blow away. And Uncle Charlie was real nervous.
He was in a garbage bag.
I did put on a garbage bag.
I got a picture of it still in my phone.
He didn't have a rain jacket, so he just cut holes in the garbage bag and made a rain
I'd
jacket.
love to see pictures of that little trip there.
It's in my old
I
phone.
got the video of it.
Dude,
What, the storm going on?
that was...
I don't think it's on this phone.
I can tell you that.
It might be.
That's one of them times.
It could have got a whole lot worse, but it was not fun.
Look at this one here.
It was nice when it stopped. That's
See
the
that
first
big
time
log?
I remember I was ready for it to stop.
Yeah,
I walked over that log.
and the thing is, when it stopped, it just got real quiet. It's kind of like, is it the calm before the storm, or are we done?
Yeah, I know.
That was kind of a nerve because it was really calming. You know, it was,
Well, you know when it stops raining, it's when the tornado's real close.
right.
Here, let me go look back and see if I can find Charlie's.
I think it came close enough.
Came close enough. It picked them tents up we were underneath, and we were holding on to them, and we had them down. You know,
Was that 18?
it was 17 or 18. I think it was 17. I have to look. I got a picture. My sister sent me the radar in here. I'll see if I can find it.
Was that the year after Percy Quinn?
It was either the year or the year after that. Yeah.
Or whatever.
2 o'clock last night. It was cooler than this.
Yeah, it was nice.
because it woke me up and I had to go talk to nature.
I wish it'd go ahead and do its thing and then drop, you know, right before bedtime.
Well, they said the highest chance was around 8 o'clock, didn't he? That's what old boy said this afternoon.
I think so, that.
Yeah, and it's past 8 o'clock.
I don't know what time it is.
Something's keyed up over there.
Is that dog?
Sounds like dogs. Yep. Yeah.
I got that damn spotlight in my truck. You can put some buckshot and molly.
Okay. They far away though.
Right now they are.
True.
You remember that time them dogs run through the camp?
Remember the time that dog stayed around camp for a couple of days?
Yeah.
He just hung out. He never left. We go hunting. He would still come. He'd come back. He's still sitting there.
That was a good hunting dog. Didn't the old man show up and pick him up?
Yeah, he did. We were feeding him biscuits and stuff, and he wasn't going anywhere.
Now, he's a good dog.
Yeah.
You know he's got to be a good dog to survive walking through these woods like that and come out on you.
Yeah, 'cause he showed up in the middle of the night, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, hey, what's going on, guys?
Trying to get himself shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, he walked up here, walked around, said hey to everybody, laid down.
No, like we owned him.
Was still here in the morning.
And the next morning.
Yep. But I mean, he was just as comfortable running around in them woods out there as anything else that lived there.
Yeah.
I guess they don't know where they're going. They just end up somewhere.
They follow their nose.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably smelled all our food going on up here and all that, huh?
No, he was probably hungry, definitely.
No, he follows his nose until the trail goes cold.
It's amazing that they don't get bit by snakes and shit.
They do.
No, he do. Probably dropped that tailgate. He probably jumped right in the bed of the truck. You like them crispy?
No, he just wants them just barely heated, like.
A little lightly toasted.
No, not even that.
Oh,
Just barely hot.
like Pop-Tart hot.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
No.
I'm talking about.
Oh, it's on fire.
Blow it up. There you go. Here you go, boy.
That's like a roasted marshmallow right there, gentlemen.
Yeah, this is the proper way to roast a marshmallow.
Excellent. Knife and spring.
Had a little storm come through last night. Tore up our kitchen tent. Everything's soaking wet. We threw a big old tarp on the teepee last night. Keep the rain off of us some. It rained from about 10 o'clock to about 4 o'clock in the morning. But we're all dry, we're all safe. I'm gonna put the radar up here that come through last night, let y'all take a look what it was. Go head into town here a little bit, get some supplies and stuff.
Gonna have a brief rain shower to begin soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna be a little storm, Wes. I didn't
A
say
flash
storm, I
flood?
said it was gonna rain.
You weren't kidding.
Let's see what it says.
I saw a giant rain cloud,
8:39.
like right over there.
Well, it's a little late. It's 8:20. We got 10 minutes before we get a little good. Oh, well.
More rabbit stew for dinner. Got it cooking up. Gonna be good.
They're gonna be chilling in the nest.
If the wind stops.
Right before dark, it's gonna stop.
Yep, and that's when they're gonna jump out.
And they're gonna be, and if you're sitting there when they do, then White will hear how the shots go off.
Let me guess. You have
We'll
to
do a
chase
morning
the gun.
hunt tomorrow morning because it's going to be 52 and it'll be cold. It'll be that nice,
It'll be good. It'll be
perfect, ideal Delta morning.
good. I won't be in the.
Alright y'all, it's the evening of day 4 on the evening hunt. Didn't do a morning hunt. The weather was really windy. Chance of rain a little bit, so we went to town, got some supplies. Anyways, just got in the woods here a little bit ago. Missed a black squirrel, my own stupidity. Got a red squirrel. And while I'm going to pick up the red squirrel, I see a nice big big gray squirrel coming out. I shoot him and he falls in this wood pile. And I can't find him. So if anybody knows the squirrel's there, let me know. I don't see him. That's how my afternoon's been going. Now I just hope I can backtrack and find that red squirrel I dropped. Yes, now I'll be batting 1,000 today on misses here. But anyways, let's see if I can find these squirrels. Alright. So it's the end of the last night hunt. A little ways off in the woods. Starting to head back. Two things that'll slow down or stop a squirrel hunt during the day. It's hawks. If you hear them screeching, a lot of times your squirrels will lay down, run to their nests, all activity stops. Towards the evening time, it's owls. And I'm hearing owls all the way around me, so I'm heading back to the truck here. Got my headlamp this time, I didn't forget it. Made it back to camp safely last night. That could have ended pretty unfavorably for me, because these woods are dark at night. So let me get off here. Got a little bit of a hike to do. Got about 20 minutes before it's going to be dark in these woods. It's already getting dark. I'll be out of these woods in half an hour or so. We'll get back to camp here. Got some hamburger steaks and stuff like that we're going to cook up for dinner tonight. And sit around the fire, shoot the breeze. Hopefully it won't be like last night where we're scrambling to get into the tents. Had that bad severe weather come out last night. But anyways, we'll get back with y'all in just a little bit.
Orange.
We want it.
Put it back right there, yeah, where we can. Boom. Yeah. Ooh, right. He said that last one that he said that last one he shot when he jumped, he bent the tree over. There are some fat squirrels in there.
Like that giant fat one. But if there's one,
And there was some hot spicy viennas too, wasn't there, buddy?
what Vienna?
That's right.
Now he's,
Now he's catching on.
now he's learning. He might have figured out what team he's on.
No, you don't want to drink too much Fanta.
You're
You be like the Indians
You're
that
gonna
drink
get a
too much tea.
your
What do you
stomach
mean?
something messed up.
Indians, they drink too much tea, they end up drowning in their teepee. Snoring in there.
Yeah, last night I watched Dad do snore.
Yeah, you do.
I could hear him I woke up. I got up a minute to go poke the fire, and
Oh,
all
you did?
I heard this.
Yeah.
Was that during the thunder or the lightning?
No, that
Or the
was
monsoon.
You. That was you. That was that.
I'll tell you one thing, it is so loud when that rain is coming down. And
Yeah.
everything. You think it's storming like hell, and you open it, and ain't a damn thing out there. It's drizzling.
There's three types of people in the world: those who are good at math and those who aren't.
But there's three.
There's no third.
No third.
I'm not one of them that's good at math. What?
And
Hear the one about the 2 Alabama deer hunters? They killed them a deer. Dragging it out of the woods by its rear legs. Dragging and dragging and dragging, and the horns kept getting hung up in the mud and the branches and shit.
I thought you had to hold it by the horns.
They were trying to drag it out. They finally stopped. They had another hunter with them, Mississippi State hunter. He said, "You gotta drag it the other way by the horns." So they looked at each other and they started dragging it by the horns the other way. Pulling and pulling and pulling, and they finally stopped and said, "Man, this is working out good." The other one said, "Yeah, now we're 2 miles from the truck." They pulled it the other way.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
Covered up.
Coming out of the woods.
What the hell's going out there?
Told you it was coming. All that hollering and screaming.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Chief Red Hammer.
See, Brad Hammer.
Foreskin.
There you go.
What is
Chief Red Hammer.
That's Chief Red Hammer.
You don't know him.
Dang, Indians do that. That's good. That's good luck.
There it is.
Maybe he's got some wacky tobacco. See, the white men have come back to the woods.
Here, let me give you a torch.
Gray squirrel. Wakanda forever. It's been a good hunt this year. The squirrel gods have told me. Good job. You shall play the sacred drum.
These cookies. No.
You shall play the nutsack.
What I get to play?
You shall play the skin flute.
Play the skin flute? Hold on, I'll pull it out.
Hey! Where'd you go?
Nowhere.
Come out here, you gotta play the drum. Yeah, you do. We're about to have a ceremony.
No.
Come on. It's your
Yeah,
first trip
come
to
on.
Delta.
Yep. It's drums or accordion. I suggest drums.
You're in stupid thing. You're whacking the boat like I know you will.
No, you don't get to play the drum.
Didn't they call that the nutsack?
You get to play the little bell.
This is from Christmas.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
This thing's nice. This is a nice drum.
I built it.
Now you see what we have here?
That's the same like Boy Scouts. Get going.
Yes, it is. In the beginning, should have brought some of Charlie's grass. I have a spare.
It's a tension head.
Here we go. Very good. All right, come here. You gotta stand up here.
Oh,
Stand up here.
no. Fine. Fine.
Stand up here. Stand up. Stand up tall. Now, Mr. Cook, this is your first trip to the Delta. Chief Red Hammer says you're going to be a mighty hunter.
Thank you.
Nope. Stand up.
Oh, shit.
Ceremony.
We're going to smudge you a little bit here.
Oh, please, God.
Stand up.
I can't wait to see it is not working.
This is cedar. Cedar is the medicine of our grandfather. You use cedar so that you'll have a good hunt tomorrow.
It's not like it's gonna make me feel that way.
You've had this grass before. Smudge you, sir, of all the evil spirits. And now, I'll spread this backing.
Tobacco?
Stand up, hold out your hand.
Here, give me some tobacco. Don't eat it.
No, hold it in your hand. Don't do nothing with it yet.
You're gonna burn it.
In the beginning, the Creator gave us 4 seeds. The first seed was tobacco.
No, it's nothing.
Yes, no seed on it.
It's nothing.
So first we turn to the north. We hold our tobacco up to the north.
We know what we're doing.
Don't throw it. And we give thanks. Spread the tobacco to the north just a little bit. And we spread
South.
it to the west. So we would go in the end. Spread it to the south for our ancestors. And we spread it to the east for those who will come before us. Now, kick the dirt.
Yeah.
Spit into the ground. Rub it in. Now we'll smudge you once more.
Oh.
And we will sing the sacred song. You gonna sing with us?
No.
Hey, way up, way. Sing it. Sing it. Hey, way up, way. Way up, way. Hey, way up, way. Way up, way up.
Leaves a 3. Let it be.
Back up, what?
Alright, just a few inches though.
That's it.